visual novel or like a mystery solving visual novel.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, it has some visual novel elements.
This is slick.
Main menu theme? Is that the one we're all on?
I think I was on library.
Library.
Yeah, library menu.
Library, okay.
Hello. Sorry we are a bit late. We had to, we did some important writing decisions. Mike is already in chat. Oh,
Hi, Mike.
there's Gorgon.
Hello, Gorgon.
Oh, that's a good
Hi,
cat.
Gorky.
That's a good cat.
Hello.
I'm giving her a butt scratch.
Butt scratch. Butt scratch that kitty. Use a good kitty. Yeah.
Thanks for the donation thing is being
It's
hidden.
time to
right now.
DD duel.
Oh, cool.
Donate.
It's time to donate.
You do like have that thing where whenever you get a donation, an audio clip comes up and it's that like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel thing, but it ends with you saying donation.
That would be quite funny, actually. Alright, everybody, welcome to Gorgon's Alive. Yeah, of course Gorgon's Alive.
Is it like Mummy's Alive?
Hmm?
Is that like Mummy's Alive? Gorgon's Alive?
I don't know.
Yeah, like I was like Flash Gordon, like Gordon's a lot.
I've
Deep cut.
yeah,
Deep cut reference. I know.
I've not seen Flash Gordon.
Oh, you would. It's.
I probably would like. I like that pulpy,
like it.
corny sci-fi.
There was a 90s animated cartoon of Flash Gordon that I saw as a kid, and it
Really?
probably wasn't very good.
I was a big fan of the Duck Dodgers cartoon. That
Fuck
Looney
yeah, I
Tunes did.
love Duck
It
Dodgers.
was a-
Also, the Martian Queen can get
Yeah,
it.
that shit was
Every day.
really corny.
Probably Sexual Awakening was the Martian Queen. You know, me and many others.
In,
Mine was way before that.
In high school,
yeah.
I had a hyper fixation on like Queen's discography, so I ended up listening to the Flash Gordon soundtrack a lot.
Hell yeah.
Oh, one
It
second.
rips.
I'm gonna do a bit more promoing before we start for improper, just because I want everyone to know we're going. We're going. That's it for. We're listening. If anyone's wondering what we're listening to, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories soundtrack again. I fell in love with it last time, so I want to hear it again.
It's really good.
It's so, like, dynamic.
Well, that's video game soundtracks for you.
I mean, not every.
Not really.
Yeah.
Every single video game soundtrack. Every one. Can't think of one that doesn't.
Alright. This is the free play song. I don't know who's caught up with me on the soundtrack, but people in stream, this is the free play song.
The free duel menu or the. Oh, after I'm almost there. I'm a little bit behind you. It looks like.
Yeah, free duel. Alright. So, we open on the ground floor cellar. Tonight is pizza and ping pong night. The store is open up late, which means
more
people can hang out and for a little pizza party sponsored by the staff. The only people here are basically you folks, because you don't advertise this. It's more for you. It's basically the boss buys some pizza, and since you're the best customers and you're friends with Yosef, you get to eat here. And Yosef brings out the ping pong table, and you get to play ping pong while you eat pizza. That's why it's called Pizza and Ping Pong Night. Alright, and now I want to get into... I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. I'm sure it's not loud on stream, because it's already reduced so much, but... Piz Pong, yes, Trish. Alright.
April must slay at this.
Yeah, I bet. Speaking of, I want people to give a brief introduction. I don't know who would be watching this for the first time, but we're just gonna go really quick, and we're gonna get, I'm gonna say someone's person name, and then they're gonna give me their character name, their character's pronouns, and then their characters' ties. All right, June, you go first.
Okay, my character is April Love, pronouns she, her, and her ties are with other characters who haven't been named yet, so I'll just name them.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
With Yosef Gel, her tie right now is Yosef wins a lot, but so often out of sheer luck that I still can't tell if he's actually good at the game. With Alice, Alice is a fierce competitor, but is hard to relax with. And with Natalie, Natalie is probably the only person I can beat at Grand Shuffle consistently.
Aw, babe, thanks for the sub. Ghost just gave a sub. Also, just realized the little sub animations are below the RPG infrastructure. Everyone who wants to like get a donation message or a sub in, get it in now, because when we start playing, I'm gonna mute the alert box. All right, Miglig.
My character is Joseph Gelt, he, him. He is an employee at the ground floor cellar and has been there for several years, and all the other characters have known and interacted with him so far. His ties are, he thinks Alice is a try-hard player, total try-hard player. Believes that April should like try harder and like, you know, like be a little bit just like, you know, try hard, like, you know, like try harder. And then Natalie is Yosef's favorite customer.
All right,
Aww.
Cassandra, you're next.
Alright, my character is Alice Kravtsov. Pronouns are she, her. She's kind of a rich bitch. She's not here to make friends. Her ties are with her pet rat, Bossa Nova, is I would die for Bossa Nova. April needs to commit to the game or go collect cards with Natalie. Joseph is an anomaly standing in the way of real talent. And Natalie lives in a different world from me.
Is Bossa Nova here at Pizza Ping Pong Night?
Always.
Absolutely cool. All right, Emily, your turn.
My character is Natalie Westfield. She has she, her pronouns. She's kind of like a quiet, sweet girl who kind of just likes the card art and stuff and doesn't really seriously play the game. My ties are with April Love. I admire her competitive spirit. With Joseph, Joseph always gets me the goods because, you know, he sets her up with all the cool cards. And for Alice, Alice is scary but really cool.
Cool. Checking my phone shit. All right, I'm gonna put that on silent now. It is on silent. Never mind. All right. So what are y'all? How's Pizza and Ping Pong Night going? Also, there's like a little TV. There's an old CRT like up in the corner, like the ceiling corner, that is like playing some old pulpy sci-fi action movie from like 1998. It's Lost in Space.
Wild Wild West?
It's Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Sorry, Will Smith.
Desperado.
All right, and how's everyone? What's the scene like? Who's doing anything interesting? If you got something for me.
April is in a fierce stance at the ping pong table and is taking it extremely seriously. It is too close to tennis to not be like on her game.
Mm-hmm. Is she using Mirror Force?
If you get her drunk, she probably will.
Oh, no. Is there alcohol here at a card game shop? I don't think we're licensed.
Of course
Don't
there's
know.
alcohol here. You think I'm gonna not bring alcohol to
Of
this?
course, Joseph brought alcohol.
This is
Right.
after hours.
But no, she has a firm grip on, like, two hands on one ping pong paddle and is in a stance that is ready to, like she could be fighting a bear right now.
I think Alice is kind of like at a table off in the corner, and she's just sort of looking through her cards, shuffling her deck.
Mm-hmm. I think.
I'm gonna say that Natalie is opposite of April and has one slice of pizza in her one hand and a ping pong anything in the other one and looks a little scared.
I'm just kind of standing off in the corner, not really like alone, but just like I'm like leaned up against the shop like counter, eating a slice of pizza like a cool guy, and just thinking about, wow, this is really normal after that thing that happened about a month ago. Because it feels like it's amazing what hasn't happened since then.
Yeah, and honestly, it has been close to a month, and you got the invitation, but nothing has come up with the tournament yet, which you think is peculiar. But but then all of a sudden you do hear a very gentle knock at the glass door.
All right, I look over. Who is it?
It is just from what you see, it's like it is a tall figure in like a weird like trench, not quite like not a trench coat. It's more of like a cloak with a collar and what looks like a green bowler hat obscuring their face as they lean down to rap at the door with a single finger.
That's pretty weird.
I will say this person, you do recognize that they look a lot like the person who quickly dropped off the invitation last time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go open the door slightly ajar. Be like, "Hey, buddy, can I help you?"
A face leans up from underneath the bowler hat, and you see just like this one big like a sapphire blue glassy eye, and just a single like a crackly strained voice just says like, May I come in? I wish to talk to our participants.
Sure. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Let me just hold on. Let me undo this lock real quick. Yeah. Hey, everybody. We got another guest. Yeah, buddy. Pizza's over there. You can grab a drink if you want.
I will not be staying for food, but thank you. You can see like he's like constantly like he has like a single hand on his like what looks like a sort of like stiff like a hand that almost has like a bit of like some weird coating on it. Always grabbed at like the corner of his hat as he swivels it around his face, almost as like a point of focus as he looks around, with like this one singular eye. And he says something like, "Good. All of the enlisted participants of this borough are present."
And out of nowhere, April have accidentally hit a table tennis ball like into his face. It
hits him like in this weird eye, and it like has like it twitches for a second, and then he grabs the little ping pong ball and stares at it, and all of a sudden the little ping pong ball in his hand, all of a sudden it has a little blue iris on it. And then he takes a small green hat out of his pocket and puts it on top of the ping pong ball.
April just like waves. Sorry, that got away from me.
It is of no consequence.
Buddy, you sure you don't want a drink or something? That might help with your throat.
He just sort of like ignores those requests as he's like fiddling in his weird like blue stiff cloak, and he pulls out another piece of papers in a similar fancy envelope to the invitation he gave you last time. My business is to give you all this, and it's basic. And he just also basically says, "Arrive tomorrow morning at the hour of 7 a.m." And
okay.
he puts this invitation down on the table, and he tips his hat, and is like, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Do we have to do this tournament? What happens if we don't want to?
I will not. I personally will not force you. However, my benefactor assures that this will be mutually beneficial for all parties involved. However, other parties have placed personal interest in this affair, so be wary of those who may or may know about your involvement. The world's eyes are upon us all now.
Well, bye.
Good night. And he just swiftly walks off into the night. But he leaves that little ping pong ball with the hat, and it just sort of like, it is BB-8 style rolling around the ping pong table with its little eyeball looking around at stuff.
Oh, it is actually looking at stuff.
I don't like this.
Quite weird.
You have a bag to put it in. Put it in a bag.
I want to put a cup over
Just
it.
put a cup. Yeah, you put like a red Solo cup over it, and the red Solo cup
Like
is just
catching
sort
a
of like,
spider.
it's just sort of like scooting around the table, just like you hear it like tapping the inside of it as it pushes it around the table.
We'll put like a book or something underneath it, like, or slide a piece of paper underneath it to like trap
Put
it.
it outside like a wasp.
No, we're definitely not putting it outside. It's gonna get away.
And so, yeah, now you have this envelope on the ping pong table.
Okay, seriously, are we going to actually go to this thing?
Well,
Yeah. Why wouldn't we?
I mean,
I'm gonna win the whole thing.
that guy who tried to get us to, who gave us these weird abilities is gonna be there. I'm kind of scared of that.
Yeah,
I
I
was
didn't
pretty
like the
scared of.
feeling from that guy.
Well, okay. Well, you know,
Seems like it's more
That's
than
a little
just card
judgmental.
tournament.
that's
Hey,
a
you
little
tr-
judgment.
He said he was gonna like erase us from existence.
Also, like, it was a month ago, but I'm pretty sure I remember it being like him telling us that we work for him now because we like got these superpowers. Is my memory
I'm
right?
pretty sure that was a different guy. Pretty sure.
Joseph, can't you just take this seriously? This is really scary.
I am taking. Okay, look. Yeah, when it's really scary, it's best. This sounds like this kind of thing where we should just kind of like, do what he says, because like the annihilation from existence sounds kind of bad. But that's just me.
I kind of figured that we said no to him. I don't think we're working for him, are we?
We're not gonna work for him.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to go to the tournament.
Of course, we're gonna go to the tournament and win. Or at
Exactly.
least I am.
Well,
Yeah, it's just up to you. I will say you open up the envelope. We can say that much.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if nobody else does, then
I
Alice
forgot
will.
about it.
Yeah,
There's
I
only one
instantly
envelope
forgot about it.
it just
for
gives
all of
you.
us kind of thing.
Yeah, it gives you it has a location and the name of a ship on it. There is a there's somewhere on just like along the Long Island Sound. There's just like some address for like some industrial pier, but there's like it has a picture of like what looks like a cruise ship on it, and on the side it says the Orichalcum.
Ooh. Well, I'll go there to support you, but I'm not going to be playing.
All right. That's yes. You're still coming. That's what counts.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if I can go to support Alice and not join in, I guess that'd be okay. Is that an option?
I don't know. I'm going to go there and hope it is.
You got invited, so I think you might have to play.
Well, the guy was kind of cryptic about it. It sounded kind of I don't know, threatening?
Well, if no one, obviously you all go after hanging out for a bit. You all theoretically go home for the night, but unless anyone had any specific plans for like what they would do tonight, I was going to cut forward to basically the boarding of the ship the next day.
I'm just
Or going to
imagining like
to
if
the
there's
date
like
point.
there's like a scene of us leaving and like you can just hear Natalie say, "That giant spider was really cool."
Oh,
Would this be a good time to?
I love steampunk.
Would this be a good time to like describe our updated ties from last session?
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this would also be like after this
Yeah.
night of hanging out and reflection. If anyone has any ties they have developed from like encountering changes with the characters they've known or opinions of those characters have changed.
Because I have two that work very well for that scene that just happened. Yosef is willing to recklessly endanger himself for a payout.
Okay, yeah. Turn mark experience and make that a +2 tie.
And then Natalie is extremely sensible and knows a bad deal when she sees one.
Mark experience, advance that tie.
Yeah.
All right.
I only have
Emily, you wanna
one
go?
change tie, so I will, because like my other ones are still pretty much accurate. But Yosef seems kind of mean.
Okay.
Oh, add a new line instead of
Oh,
like
it's a new.
put it on the,
Yeah,
put it on
there's-
the line below it right here.
Yeah, see how I'm doing it? Because
Oh, I
it'll
see, yeah.
automatically update your tie number 2.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know much about spreadsheets.
Don't worry about it.
Control V, and then so I guess just delete this one.
If anyone's,
cool.
if
+2.
anyone in chat is wondering what we're talking about, June made us a incredibly handy character keeper in Google spreadsheets that is just it's very nice. We use it all the time.
June. Very awesome and based of you.
I don't know why I made this one. Oh, it's just always huge. Okay, cool.
It's bigger because other people have written double, like a bigger line next to it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So am I +2 if?
Yep.
Then,
if you change
or-
it, you go to +2, and then if you change it again, you go to plus.
You should have had your original
Tie still
ties
there.
still in the first slot.
Okay, that's confusing, but okay.
Yeah, see how I have my ties with you?
I think we will be able to interpret it correctly,
Okay, got it.
even if you have it the other way.
Yeah.
But-
My new ties is I have Natalie is useful, but only when she's scared for her life.
all right. Mark experience and advance that tie.
And I couldn't quite think of how to word it, but I wanted a new tie for Joseph because like something about how he sacrifices the glory or the opportunity for winning the tournament just for money.
Oh, like Yosef is a sellout, or sort of, or what's like a what's a? I'm trying to think of a word for someone who takes the fall, but like isn't just a fall guy, or
Like someone who'll like take a fall for payout afterward.
Yosef like saying like Yosef is a patsy. Yosef
Yeah.
is a mark.
Oh.
What? Yeah, I kind of am.
Yeah, all right, that works.
Something like that. So yeah, Mark.
Emily, don't forget to mark experience
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
your updated ties.
Emily didn't have any experience for the first game, so
Okay.
Cool. All right. And Yosef, did you have anything any ties you wanted to update? Any opinions of people that have changed or
see.
advanced?
After that, I think that I'm going to say that Natalie is too afraid to do anything.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
It's such a me because like I can't remember if we can. I think we sort of vaguely said what the ages of these characters are. I don't know if
I
they're
don't
written in there.
remember. I
I don't
know.
remember either.
But I definitely get the opinion that Yosef is probably the oldest, if not the most mature. So it's just very.
Yeah, I
I
think
was
think,
thinking
Yeah.
like mid to late mid late
was gonna guess
20s,
30s.
early 30s.
Yeah.
Like, let's say 32.
Yeah, early 30s, because I was imagining April and Natalie would probably be like late teens, and then Alice is like 20s.
Honestly, no. I was
think so?
thinking like either mid 20s, maybe a
Mid-20s?
little,
Okay.
maybe early 20s.
I was thinking early 20s for now.
Okay, yeah, that also works. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like late teens is really young.
Yeah, true.
But I guess we are doing like Yu-Gi-Oh. But
Yeah, I
can
guess
see
like
where
I
you
was
got
just
that,
thinking
but-
like that Yu-Gi-Oh dynamic, but we can do
Sure,
whatever
sure.
age.
Yeah. I mean, but also like as someone who is like not even close to being in her like late teens anymore, it feels really weird.
Yeah, I get you. Especially because
I
these
was-
characters will hurt people, probably.
I mean, like we didn't discuss it or whatever, but like I was thinking like how Eidolon Pop is like persona based, but it's in college and not high school.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was thinking the same thing for this, where it's like, well, yeah, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh, but we're like a little bit older because I don't know.
Well, I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh, they're like 12 and 13. I was thinking these characters would be in the range of like
Oh,
18,
yeah.
19. But we could also do like, obviously, you can do whatever age you want, but like 21 and 25 like makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking for Alice, Cass?
I don't know, just a few years older than.
Yeah, like almost
Like
30.
100 almost.
Or maybe
mid-20s?
just-
I don't know.
Like the age doesn't matter. Like the thing is, I was trying to think of like what is like the dynamic of like who should be the theoretical adult in this scenario.
Oh, I think Joseph's definitely like
Yeah.
the oldest,
I-
but like,
Joseph is
Yeah,
the
the
adult,
oldest, but not the adult.
Yeah, big Grunkle Stan vibes on Yosef.
Like it's funny how the two youngest characters are the ones that are like the more hesitant ones to join this tournament.
hmm
Alice just wants to win.
Of course.
But yeah, Yosef, if
Yeah.
that's what you want to go for, totally just put that in and then make that tie +2 and mark experience.
All I want to do, I would also like to add Alice's quest for glory will ultimately backfire.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
And then let's see it.
Or Alice's. I'm trying to think of like what's the smallest number of words for that. Alice's quest for glory will lead to her downfall or something. But yeah,
Yeah. it's pretty
Alice's quest for
Alice
glory
will
will
be
ultimately
hoisted by her petard.
Alice will receive a petard hosting.
So, I feel if with the marking experience, are we doing that outside of the spreadsheet?
No,
there's
it's
an
on the-
XP at the top of your character area.
yeah, right above where character.
Okay. So if I had added 2 ties, I would bump that
Yeah,
up
2
to
XP.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, because I don't think I can think of anything for April.
You don't have to have one for everyone.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's me done.
yeah, it's just natural progression of how you feel about the characters and everything. So
All right, and you all go to bed. You have to wake up early the next day. You have to like arrive there probably at like there's no TSA here. This whole thing seems a bit shady, so I don't think they check your bags really. But you still probably have to be there early. So what's it like with these characters arriving at this like industrial docking bay to get on a cruise ship at 6:30 in the morning?
I think Alice got there really early and is just sort of leaning coolly against like a shipping crate and has Bossa Nova just sort of running around her.
Natalie's gonna show up with like way too much luggage. Like she's like just preparing for everything. Like she's very she knows we're going to like some island or something and she doesn't really know what's happening, so yeah, she brought like just a really big backpack full of like everything you need to like camp and all that.
April just got here from tennis practice in the morning, like very early morning tennis practice. So she's carrying her equipment, and she's changed from like her exercise outfit to a second pair of exercise outfit.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Also, while you're So this the ship is already docked, but they're like getting all set up. Someone's messing with their mic. I'll give it a second.
Cass, is that you? It's like it's lighting up for you. That's weird.
Just give it a second because it's a little loud.
It's weird because yeah, her microphone is off and it's lighting up. Could you like unplug it and then replug it in maybe?
I think that's the good way to do it.
Technical difficulties, everyone. Just enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memory soundtrack a second.
Hey, Mamma Mia!
Hey.
Yeah,
It's not happening anymore. Yay.
Yay!
That was so
Oh.
weird.
I don't know. I feel like I still sort of hear it.
Hi, what's up?
Oh, the talking's fine.
Okay.
All right, if it works. Yosef is there and has been there for a few minutes. Just kind of staring off into space, holding a cup of cheap gas station coffee.
I will also there's a considerably sizable crowd of people have gathered around here. Some of which are obviously staff for the ship, but there are some just like people in more plain clothes. Some people in like sort of like what looks like, you know, like sponsored like esports gear. There are some people who are sort of dressed up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, April's going to like squint a little and just like get a good look at everything around, and can I roll investigate?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, fun. That is a 3 + 0. Hard fail.
Alright, so let me see, is there, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to get that.
On a 6 minus, ask
won't
one
like.
and give an answer I don't like.
You okay, I know exactly.
I'm gonna ask what poses the biggest threat?
Poses the biggest threat. Well,
Actually, no. I'm gonna. If you don't have an answer to that, I can ask another one.
There's sort of like there's something I'm leaning towards for this, but you can sort of.
Who's in control then?
Who's in control?
I think that's a better question for what I want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that you won't like that also isn't like too helpful.
I mean, you can.
Who's in control here that you won't like? I just have to think about that for a second, but I'll get something for you.
Okay.
No gamer chairs exist in this world. Is there a real version of card game gamer chairs? You don't like the answer. You see one of these crowds of people, which mostly seem to be wearing formal attire. You just immediately, like, at the front of it, like, leaning against a large, like doing, like, a sit-squat lean against a large, like, trunk, is a very sleepy and slightly disheveled Ronaldo Gaspar, the one and only bastard who gave you your Eidolons.
Not this freaking guy again. Oh.
Yeah, April's gonna point him out to anyone who's like turned around and like, okay, the guy is here again.
Well, what did we? You said he was sitting on the ground.
Natalie's hiding behind Alice, by the way, now.
There was something else I was going to point out, like even before you investigated, but you immediately see the cloaked one-eyed man from last night And then you see him again with a different colored hat. Then you see him again, and you realize that there are a couple of these guys just sort of walking around and like keeping an eye on stuff. And they're like,
Oh, like that.
they are freely like walking up and down like the gangway of this ship before anyone else has boarded it. And the ship crew are a little uncomfortable every time they walk by.
I don't like that.
Did anyone bring the eyeball that we like?
Yeah, did
the
anyone,
eyeball
what
ping pong
happened to
ball?
that? Did you just leave it in the store?
No, I took it. It's mine.
Is it on your person?
Yeah. It's like, I'm keeping it like a little good luck charm until I lose it.
When you check on it again briefly, it is now wearing a small jacket that is for some reason gyroscopically stable, so it stays level with the ground while it rolls.
That's what I was worried about. Out of character. Like, in character, I have no idea what that is, but I have an idea what out of character.
Yeah.
Oh, my little buddy's doing so good. Look at him. He's cute, isn't he? Anyways. So what are we going to do about Ronaldo?
We can
Stay as far
ask
away
him.
from us as possible.
Yeah,
It's like, don't make
Yeah.
eye contact. Don't let him see us.
that sounds like a good plan.
I actually I brought jackets and toques, so if anyone needs like maybe like extra disguise clothes, I can help you out.
April looks down at her branded sportswear and says, "Yeah, I probably need that."
Okay.
I don't give him one.
Don't worry, Alice. I made sure to get them in your size too, and it's actually like you look at it and it's a little bit too big for you.
I
right.
think I'll be fine.
While you are talking, another one of the cruise ship staff members walks down the gangplank and talks to the guy who has like his hands crossed behind his back, standing in front of it. Then he like checks like a pocket watch in his coat, and then he like clicks it, and he says, "All right, everyone, all aboard. Have your invitations ready, and I'll clear you for entry. There's also an entrance down by the east end of the dock here, if this one's going too slow for you." And you see the little crew that Ronaldo is with, like, he just like slaps his hands on his knees and he's like, "Finally!" And he gets up and like moves towards the gangway as quick as he can.
Wait, you said he was with the crew?
Yeah, he's with a crew of people who are dressed similarly in like formal clothing.
Ooh.
What a fucking asshole!
Should I,
Would we have been those people?
fucking Barney's from How I Met Your Mother over here.
Could I, do we... I want to tail him.
All right, I'm trying to think. What's the move for like?
Would that be like investigate?
What are you trying to do, I guess?
Just like I'm guessing you're
I
just
just
trying
want to tail him.
to tail him like unnoticed. I'm trying to think if there's one that's like.
Beat the odds is
Yeah,
probably
that's
the best
just
guess
beat
for
the
anything.
odds. Yeah,
You know, I
Yeah,
can
we
just...
beat the odds.
yeah, because you don't have like a specific move for like sneaking up on people. But yeah, beat the odds, elegant.
I
was
mean,
just
we
trying to-
do have an infiltrator in the group. I do want to say that.
Oh yeah, you could tap and say like, "Hey, you got a power for being sneaky, don't you?" Or something.
I am going to put my Eidolon Crush Card virus into Bossa Nova and have Bossa Nova tail him.
All right. Is there?
Oh boy.
Do you think it? I think if we're doing it that way, I think we will save a roll for later. But we will say that is like, unless there's a like for the move you're doing, if there's something specific. Otherwise, I will just say that that is like
Vanish would put my Eidolon into...
yeah. Yeah, you're using Vanish, but I don't think you have to roll for that.
No, I don't think so. Based off on
Vanish,
listening to
I
that
think
one.
you have to roll, but
Yeah, you roll
like
and
rolling
you hold.
gives you like
How
times
much
people
hold?
can like investigate and see when like
All right, yeah,
it counts down until your Eidolon is revealed, basically.
gotcha. Oh yeah, because that's on the. I just remember that's on the character keeper. Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, roll plus Ellie then.
I got a 7, so I got 1 hold.
One hold. Okay. And we will say that Bossa Nova is off on that mission, and we will bring that up when it becomes relevant again.
So
Cool.
good, I love it.
But yeah, or like any time later, if you want to, you can call Bossa Nova back to you using your Eidolon or however we want to do that.
All right.
Do we
So I
want to
guess
just go the other
yeah,
direction?
Are we just? They're just going onto the ship, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just going on to the ship. They
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're
not-
gonna do
they've
this,
not
we're going
acknowledged
off.
we
it.
gotta get
Yeah.
on the ship.
Um,
I was
We gotta
worried
get
that
on
they'd
the
be
ship.
like hanging around the dock entrance or something.
I will say that Natalie is like a toque or beanie, as you all know him, over her head, sunglasses, a scarf covering her face, and a big jacket. I don't know what time of the year it is.
Yeah,
but she does not want to be noticed by this guy.
She's gonna get on the ship and just be sweating, just completely
Yeah,
drenched.
probably.
April's taken whatever disguise that Natalie's given her.
Yeah, I mean, like you could have the exact same look if you want.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
Except
Alice
you see
is
like
not
a
wearing a disguise.
you see a pink ponytail sticking out the back of the scarf.
Aw.
All right, and y'all board the ship. They do. I've never been on a cruise ship. I'm guessing at some point they give you like a key to your room. They give you like they check your invitation. They see it's all good. That's from the last session, and then somewhere along the process gives you is looking through key cards, and they're like, "Are you all together? Are you all sharing a room? Or I can get you either 1 or 2 rooms. How many beds?"
4 beds total, I would
beds.
assume.
4 beds,
Yeah.
1 room. I can get you a little suite.
Yeah,
I have a
sweet. Sounds
fucking
sweet.
All right. That's a the junior suite. All right, here you go. And he gives you each a key card for the same room, which we'll say is like, I don't know, 74J. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
Are there like
Yeah. 74J.
is there like a gymnasium here or is there
Oh,
like
I bet my camera's getting out of focus for some reason. There is definitely all the little creature comforts that I assume are on a sort of schwanky cruise. It's not like the most fancy cruise ship. It seems like this is sort of an older one that has been reappropriated for this purpose, but it's still pretty nice.
I'm going to the pizza bar.
All right, that's where. Are you guys going to your room first, or are you going straight to like the whatever area you want?
Oh
to go
yeah, I
to?
guess I should drop my bags off before going to the pizza bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Natalie
we
has a
should
lot of
drop
bags,
something
so.
All right, y'all go off
I know
to.
April got. I know April got to put up her rackets.
All right, so you all go to your room to unpack, and while you're all unpacking, I don't even think you've like closed the door while you're unpacking because you think to be in and out so quickly, and you hear another very gentle rap at the door with like a knuckle.
Oh, this again. Well, I turn around.
It is one of the fellows with one eye and a hat, and it's just like, I will not keep you long, but if you do not plan to sleep, there is a continental breakfast being served in 15 minutes. Good day. And he goes off.
Continental.
Yeah, one thing you gotta know about Alice is she loves a continental breakfast.
Wow, so do I. This is almost like something we can bond over.
Ty's next episode.
all right, I'm going to the gym.
Oh, Alice loves a
Do you ever start working out, April?
I mean, I go to the card shop every now and then.
I suppose that's true.
All right, April
You don't work
is
out
in the
anything, you
gym.
should work out your cards.
Yeah, April goes straight for like the gym. Absolutely no one else is here. Like considering the crew of people who've
Just a
been
bunch of
dragged.
nerds.
Yeah, there really isn't anyone here. I think someone might be in like there's like a little like break room where it seems like there's good Wi-Fi, so someone's hanging out in there. But you are basically, I'm imagining you're doing like they don't have like a tennis thing because it's just like more workout, but like they do have like one of those like racquetball walls. I think that's the sport where you hit it against a wall over and over again.
Yeah,
That is-
That's racquetball, yeah.
That seems hard to do on a boat.
If there's a big enough room, I guess.
It's like, you know,
Yeah, you're right. Like, well, I mean, cruise ships are very big, so they're not as like tippy. Like,
Yeah,
as far as I know.
it neutralizes the sort of like swaying you would get.
Sway.
But I've only ever been on. Actually, I've been on decently large boats. Never a cruise ship. But when I was on even like a ship that was like, I've been on very tiny ships, and I've been on like medium ships. And when I was on a medium ship, I barely noticed the motion of the ocean. It was mostly just the going up and down.
I've never been on like anywhere close to a big ship, but I just know that I've heard people say that they're surprised by how like flat it feels to be on a big cruise ship.
Okay, this is a tangent. I would love to go. If I was like one of those rich assholes, I would definitely do good for the world. I would try to. But one thing I think I would succumb to the desire to is just like the idea of like renting a cruise ship with a couple friends for like a weekend and just playing like capture the flag or paintball on it. I think that would be very fun.
That does sound fun. Oh, because then you could do it's like pirate paintball or some shit. Get a little theme going.
But yeah, that's all my tangent. But yeah, just
It's like
paintball
probably
blunderbuss.
more ecologically unconscionable than golf.
yeah, it's just like I have a cruise ship that I play paintball on. It would be fun.
Yeah, you don't even have to, like,
it'd be an
swim
evil
it
thing to
anywhere.
like if we get to the point where I'm doing that, cut my head off. But I think it would be fun.
I'll let you have one game of rich person cruise paintball, and then we'll execute you. I think that's fair. You've earned it.
All right, but yeah, April's doing some racquetball or whatever other various gymnastic, gymnos workout stuff.
Shit!
Oh, you okay?
Yes, my cat just knocked over my drink. So,
That sounded.
I'm
like
gonna
that.
need to take a pause.
Yeah, let's take
for
a quick
second.
break while we deal with cat stuff.
God damn it.
Yes, let's
Cat break.
pause for cat stuff.
Ah,
I know
nice one.
Miglig's cat is a kitten still, so prone to mistakes. I'm thinking actually while Miglig's
Can't
working on
drink
that,
the alcohol, Guillermo.
we could see do Alice or Natalie have anything they're immediately doing
I might know.
while Miglig's
Uh,
addressing that?
Cassie just got to go use the washroom, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. You can't.
I mean, but before we had Joseph and April and Alice's players leave, I was thinking we were just gonna go have that continental breakfast because it sounded like they were both pretty interested in that.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, we'll definitely the next scene will at least be you three going to that for food.
Yeah, because I can't see Natalie going off on her own to do something. She definitely stick with the pack as much as
Gotcha.
possible.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that'll be where that's where we'll go to next. But we'll give everyone a chance to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Stretch my arms. How's chat doing? Everybody
check out
having fun? Is it what's today? The 12th is nothing in particular, I don't think. June's having fun while June's in the calls. How do we do polls?
Back.
You can pop chat out, right? Yeah, pop out chat.
That was
There you go.
awful. It was a beer too, so it exploded everywhere.
Was it like a can that was still closed?
No, it was like open, and I don't know, like a quarter drank, and then
So that cat had too much, definitely.
yeah, he definitely had too much. Yeah.
Had way too much to drink.
Well, he's like what? Almost 3.5 months now. I figured he'd be able to handle his shit, but I guess not.
Yeah, Cassie's back now too, so.
All right, great.
So we got Alice, Natalie, and Yosef are going to the continental breakfast. They got the big thing of scrambled eggs. They got bagels. They got the things where you crank it and the cereal comes out, and the little tiny milk cartons.
Do they have a waffle maker?
They do have a waffle maker, yes.
Perfect.
It is out of the batter is out though. Someone's already finished that.
Why? Why would you say that? We can make this world anything we want. Why would you do that?
The reality of our situation.
Sorry, it's impossible for continental breakfasts to have the batter still there. It's always out.
Is there hash
Yeah.
browns?
There's hash browns. They're like the home fry hash browns, though.
Definitely gonna make like a bagel scrambled egg hash brown sandwich.
Breakfast scrambled. Gotcha.
Mm,
All right, so y'all, those of you who are getting breakfast, get yourselves squared away. You all sit at a table. There's already, there's cliques forming. You can look when you're looking around the room. You see people who are sort of like similarly attired are together. People who are wearing their like competitive esports or like whatever the word for tabletop sports is, that sort of look. Those people are sharing a table together. People who are, you don't see Ronaldo Gaspar like immediately just from a cursory glance, but you definitely get a sense of people who are dressed like cryptically or like old gothically, like people who have a sense of mysticism about them have formed their own little groups. And obviously there are also just like a lot of tables that are empty as people have chosen to sleep. But
I've been in
we're
card
the
scene for a
cool
bit. Is there
kids.
any like big names that I would recognize?
I want you to give me an investigate.
All right. What's my gen? 0. I get a 10.
Nice for having
that's
zero
good. Yeah,
gen.
so you get to ask me 3 questions from the list below,
Okay.
which is the what's hidden here, what happened here recently, what weaknesses can I exploit, what poses the biggest threat, who's in control, what complications should I be wary of.
What poses the biggest threat?
Okay. There is... Okay. The biggest threat is across the room at a table that has only one person sitting at it, but a whole bunch of people in suits and sunglasses standing near it, is the one and only ranked #1 player of Grand Shuffle in the world, Cassili Theodora, who is wearing her like stiff high epaulets white leather jacket and has like her like swept to the side and feathered blonde haircut, and like you can see her like red rimmed sunglasses folded up neatly at the table as she is poking at some home fries and sausage with her fork on her plate.
Oh, so that's something I want Natalie to do. But yeah, this first.
Okay, and what's hidden here?
What's in here? There's a lot. I won't lie. I have a lot of options. I'm thinking of what's like the most pertinent here. What's hidden here? You realize Ronaldo Gaspar has taken off his like dress shirt to mingle around with other people, and he has gone up to like the sporty table and is like trying to like ferret somebody out real quick. And then you have one more
Intriguing.
question.
Okay, what complications should I be wary of?
Complications. Trying to decide what's most pertinent for this one. Complications to be wary of. Trying to think of Eidolon tradition is nightmare dystopias. This crew with the sort of more formal, dusty old look to them. They have brought their big trunk with them into this room, and it is the only piece of luggage anyone brought with them to breakfast.
Interesting.
All right. And anyone else have anything about
Natalie would
Yeah.
like to do something.
Cool, go for it.
So we know Ronaldo has an Eidolon, and we have Eidolons. She's a little concerned on how many people here may have Eidolons, and I would like to dredge the undertow to see if I
Alright.
can like sense any other Eidolon users in the crowd.
Go for it.
That's a good idea.
And I also have good biz, so that is 10.
Okay,
Like, I rolled an
we'll
8
need
with a +2.
All right. You can tell the sportier side of the room. There's no like undertow, no undertow disturbance like that. No interference, except for from Ronaldo, who's walking around. Dry as a bone, also in Cassili's direction.
Okay.
And from the more mystical table, you definitely get this sort of sense, but also there's no like one like singular Eidolon feeling. Like obviously, you would reckon a guess that table, if someone's pulling out an Eidolon, it's coming from over there. But there is also a sort of like bigger, more concentrated feeling emanating from that group. That doesn't just seem like a single Eidolon.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Natalie, what does the undertow look like to you?
Oh yeah, that's totally something we should like think about if we're tapping into this.
Oh. Geez. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, I didn't like because I have ideas for like what like the in-universe
kind of imagine like
feel to
seeing
this.
auras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that very like standard anime thing where it's like, oh, I can sense their auras kind of shit. But I don't know if that's really accurate to the kind
You
of
can sense their bad
Do you-
vibes.
Do you think that it might have be through some lens that's specific to you, with your Eidolon and like what your character's all about? Like, do you think that you might sense like the undertow in a certain way?
Huh.
That's basically.
I think like she, like, well, my Eidolon is like a darkness beast, and has like darkness related powers. So I think she kind of, and she's kind of afraid of it. So I think she does see it as like a dark, threatening, purpley, fiery aura kind of thing.
Oh, also, you actually pick up because you got a 10+. You sense a very familiar Eidolon, which you realize is Card Crush Virus nearby. Actually, by the sort of mystical table, and you realize that Bossa Nova is going through the jacket that Ronaldo took off over by his chair.
Oh no, jeez, oh no. She's going to like, so that table over there with all like the goth kids, they definitely have some Eidolon energy, and don't look now, but Bossa Nova is up to some mischief. And I kind of like nudge Alice to look at the jacket.
You just see like there's like it's hard to tell because like it's just like a blazer hung over the back of a chair, but when you like peek at it, you realize like this half of like the breast is like sort of slouched against the ground, and you can see like just a little bit of motion coming from that pocket, and just like here and there like a little nose pokes out to sniff back at the air and like examine its surroundings.
Bossa
Yeah.
Nova is doing a good job. I trust her.
But yeah, other than that table, I'm not really getting a lot of Eidolon energy here. All the sporty kids just seem to be normal players of Shuffle. Grand Shuffle.
Speaking
Especially-
of,
Including that
go for it.
girl at the table over there who looks kind of important. Pointing to like the pro, because I imagine Alice shared none of the information she had with any of us.
No, absolutely not.
Sorry, someone's moving the trash outside. That's gonna be a little loud for a second. All
Oh,
right,
I can't hear it.
okay,
I can't hear it.
that's fine then too. But actually, someone from you don't see Ronaldo in that direction anymore. but someone has gotten up to come toward Alice. Someone looks like they are very brazenly making eye contact at you as they walk towards you at this table. And this is someone I think you would recognize. They are close. They are also a sort of high-ranking player in this world, but they do not have a little entourage with them. And this is someone who's got like sort of short, peppery, silvery hair, but like obviously much younger. Like honestly, like younger than you, Alice. But he's got like a little sports coat on, just like a shirt with what looks like some sort of complex interconnected design on it, and like a thing of sunglasses on a clip over his shoulders. And he takes an arm out of his pocket and he like sort of points at you like he says, "Alice Craftstuff?"
That's me.
Hey, it's me, Victor Amar, right below Cecily. This is you realize that this person talking to you is the second best player in the world.
Oh, so you've heard of me.
Yeah, you've rose up. You're like top 12, like the top 12, top 8 now, aren't you?
I am, and I'm going to be the number 1 soon.
I gotta say, when I came in, I got my team here. We're all one company, so we split the profits. They were shaking in their boots when they saw you, but I wanted to come by and say hi. Like a lot of the crew around here, honestly, is faces I don't recognize. Some people are trying to get their front foot forward, being friendly. I figured I'd come over and make sure we understood each other, knew that there is no harsh blood. I can't imagine either of us are gonna be able to shake hands with Cassilia over there, but I thought maybe I'd have friends in my bracket.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Victor Amar.
Victor,
First name Victor, last name Amar.
Is it normal for these tournaments to have like teams? Should we be a team?
Oh,
we didn't register as a
not
team.
Like it's not like we're fighting as a team. It's more like, we are a team in the sense that we are all unified in the sense of like we'll fight each other, but when we win at the end of the tournament, although most of the winnings go into a pool to split it up.
When you win.
If or when we win. We
Yeah. We'll see about that, Victor.
It just makes sure.
Well, we might be calling you a loser by the end of this tournament.
That's a good one. He smiles and points like, yeah, that's a good one. What's your name? What's your name?
Natalie's like a little bit like embarrassed that you two are being so like in conflict with him, and she just wanted to like have like a nice conversation.
I think he like goes around the table and like he also shakes hands and he goes up to Natalie. He's like, hey, so what's your name? Are you also a competitive player?
I'm Natalie. This is kind of my first tournament.
Bummer.
Yeah, I hope we have good, clean games.
Absolutely. Listen, you'll go far. I know this is like a really exclusive tournament, but like I feel like they drew from a pretty big pool at the end of the day. So, if you keep to the right bracket, even if you go through the losers bracket, you'll have a fun time. You'll get somewhere.
Thanks.
But yeah,
I hope we see each other again in the tournament.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. I think he goes through like the team thing. Don't worry. You don't have to we're not teammates in the games tournament, but like professionally we're teammates. So that way up and coming players can receive monetary support from bigger players who want to sponsor them and see them grow.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Very, very nice to meet you, Victor.
Nice to meet you too, Yosef.
Yeah.
And then all right.
Alice,
I'll see you in the duel.
I want you to
ring.
crush that jerk.
We'll see you around. And he's like, all right, I got it. Some of these folks over at the other side of the room, they're like, they're making friendly conversation, but I don't know what scene they come from. But I guess we're gonna get some some practice matches in if you want to come join us later.
Yeah,
I
we gotta practice to win.
That sounds like fun. And just if you do end up in a match with any of those other guys, just be careful, okay?
Or they like to play under the table, you know.
I'm just they're giving off some bad vibes. I know their type.
Mm.
I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll keep an eye out for it. I know a lot of people, you know, they take their shot at me because, you know, Cassili's like, she seems untouchable, but like me, I seem mortal to most people. So, you know, they like to think that like, oh, if I could be number 2, it's like I'm right there. But, you know, it's not being number 2 ain't all it cracked up to be. But yeah, I'll see you folks around. And he leaves the continental breakfast.
He seems nice.
April walks up with a big stack of like proteins and like simple carbs, like a big plate of food, and like kind of just like, who was that guy?
Some nobody.
Some loser. We're gonna crush him.
He's the number 2 player Grand Shuffle. His name's Victor. He seems very nice. I don't know why you guys are being so mean.
I'm gonna crush him.
Yeah, Alice is gonna crush him.
Yeah, April puts down her she brought her tennis gear with her because she just like came back from the gym, so she puts that down beside her chair.
All right. So do you all sort of just hang out here while?
Well, I want to go. You know what? Those magic guys. Nat was magic and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I'm
Natalie
gonna
fills in April about like how she sensed to like what she sensed when she judged the undertow.
I'm gonna go talk to him. Does anybody else want to go talk to the magic people with me?
Sure. I could go talk to some other people.
Let's go bother some people eating breakfast.
All right, you
I'm not particularly interested.
you head over to this table. Some of them have actually already cleared out. The trunk is now missing, but Ronaldo is still there eating. He's like tucking into like one of those like it's like a plate of pancakes. They don't look like they've probably been sitting under the warmer for a bit long because he got to it late. But and he immediately looks up.
Hey, Ronaldo!
Oh,
how you doing? Long time no see. It's been like a whole month. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it has been so long. I hope you understand that on tournament grounds, there's no bad blood between us. We're all players in this.
Oh yeah, all in the spirit of fair play. Yeah.
I'm very hurt. You didn't share my view of my sort of look at the world, but I just hope that if we understand each other and you don't try to impede my progress here, that we'll all, we'll come out better bedfellows.
We'll see. Look, all right, because I'm gunning after that prize money. That's why I'm here. So but you didn't care about that, did you?
Money.
You didn't care about the prize. Yeah, that's right. If I remember right, isn't that true?
Well, of course, I'm not interested in the money. I'm a man of glory and spirits, and
you're a philanthropist. Yeah.
There's bigger things in this world than money. I was hoping that our little talk would convey that sort of message.
Well, sometimes you got to go with the tyranny of the majority. Little unfortunate how things go.
Ronaldo's like, that's, well, what can you say? It's hard to win people over, but.
Oh, don't I know it? Oh my God. Hard.
I'm sure we'll come to a mutual understanding soon enough. And he.
I would certainly hope so. We're all here to have fun, aren't we? We don't want it to be.
He doesn't.
A little intense.
He doesn't let you finish. He sets his cutlery down and he puts on his coat. He fixes it like with a stiff gesture, and he gets a tap from one of the guys at his side, and who gives you like a mean glare, and he gives you a very cordial like I will see you see when the
Yeah,
festivities commence.
Yeah, sure.
And they
just
start
wanna-
to leave the room. Alice, you do notice that Bossa Nova is peeking out of the jacket, looking at you.
Just to be clear, is that like a Bossa Nova is looking pleadingly, or like just to say, "Hey, I'm here"?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's
You
look
have
at
to.
that.
You might have to deduce that.
All right,
Uh,
what do I do to deduce that?
That would be an investigate. Or I think you could investigate with. Let me think.
Like,
I think it'd probably just be
her
investigate
Eidolon
for
is
her.
there, so like.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
her idol. You know what? I think the Eidolon sort of just gives you a connection and gives you the sense that Bossa Nova is calm. Bossa Nova does not seem to be in any particular distress.
I give Bossa Nova a thumbs up.
Mhm. He does too, sort of, with his little tiny rat hand.
Aww. Love Bossa.
April's going to pull Yosef back and just like, "Hey, you gotta be careful around that guy. He's really bad news. Like, he doesn't care about us, and we're not going to get anywhere by being nice to him."
I know. I don't want to be nice to him, but I wanted to see if I could get him to say anything dumb or revealing. But I guess Bossa Nova's gonna find that out for us, isn't she?
All right, I gotta take a quick restroom break. But y'all can
Alrighty.
continue to
Alright.
Okay.
mutter in character.
All right,
while I'm
time
doing
for us
the
to
talk.
RP finishing our continental breakfast.
What would
Natalie
people go
raises
for?
her
Eggs.
bagel to her mouth slowly as her teeth sink into the dough.
Oh man, you know what's good? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I like the fake eggs better than real eggs. I'll admit it. Yeah, cancel me
You're
if you
insane.
like.
Natalie's offended.
I've heard it all before.
It's just powder and milk.
You'll join exactly. What's not to love? What's not to? You can put anything. I'm telling you that
It's like a
they hardly
meaty
taste like
cereal.
anything. Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, you know, you ever had soup? That's like a meat cereal.
That's
No,
not
it
a meat
isn't.
cereal.
Well, actually, you know, it's actually wouldn't it be more like a meat oatmeal?
Oh, damn, you're right.
Yeah, like
I've never even had these fake eggs you're talking about. It sounds disgusting.
it's they're great. I'm telling you, they're delicious. It's like they got no texture. They
I
got
went to
next
too
to
many-
no flavor.
Too many years in
You're not
tennis camp
selling it.
where fake eggs were served every morning.
And you know what? If you sprinkle some of those fake bacon bits on top of the eggs, oh, mwah! Yeah, you know what? Actually, speaking of that, I'm gonna go get some of them right now.
They probably only have like whole bacon in the continental breakfast.
Even better. Good. Yum yum. Good. Yum yum. Good.
This upgraded cereal.
We're just talking about food.
Cool. That is allowed. All right.
It's free action, I
In
heard.
character too. We're talking about him in character.
Nice.
Those fake eggs.
All right. So, what do you do after this little confrontation with Ronaldo? Where do you head off to, or do you
Well,
stay?
you
keep hanging
mentioned
around?
Victor was doing like a practice games or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
I think Natalie's interested in that.
I think Alice is interested enough in how Victor plays that she would go to check it out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
All right. So, you start going after your food conversation. You start to make your way to the. I guess like what is like there's probably like an agreed game hall here. I think you get the sense that they when you get there they're not playing there for some reason, and I guess like a little bit of talking, like asking like, hey, where's these warm up rounds, and you get like basically someone tells you like, oh, it's a couple. They went for the old rec room that's like a couple floors down from there, and you start heading towards that way, and all of a sudden, while you're making your way down the stairs, you start to hear some metal starting to strain, and something is like what almost sounds like someone rolling like a big boulder or like a big hunk of cement like down the hallway that you're walking down. Or like so you're like you come out of the stairwell and you enter like this big room, and the sound is getting like sort of like almost like almost thinking like a conference hall, and this like sound is like progressing closer and closer.
April just kind of unconsciously like grips her Eidolon through her bag.
All right, okay.
I want to. Oh,
yeah.
You say
no, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say I wanted to see if I could tell where this is coming from, like what direction it's coming from.
All right, I think I don't think you even have to like roll for that. You can tell that like it is coming from like further down the ship ahead of you in the direction of where people pointed out like this rec room on a map to you effectively.
Okay. Could I dredge the undertow to see if this is an Eidolon thing?
All right, go for it. And if you roll well, I'll give you extra information.
I got 7.
7. Okay.
So what does 7 do here? Let's see. The information will be vague or incomplete.
Okay. It is an Eidolon, and it is you have the sort of feeling that you've encountered an Eidolon in this sort of state before. And
there's
then,
an Eidolon ahead.
And then all of a sudden, like as you're trying to like make your, or like I guess, has anyone else got anything while after that information is shared?
I guess I want to. Can I get any information from Bossa Nova and Crush Card Virus?
Bossa Nova is actually, you see from across the room, Bossa Nova is crawled through a little grate and is running towards you.
Okay.
And I guess you have to. You can't talk to Bossa Nova, but I assume the information is somehow stored with Crush Card Virus.
Yeah, I assume like Crush Card Virus could kind of see stuff or something.
Can you see out of Crush Card Virus? Like I know
it feels like a navigator kind of thing, but I could imagine you being able to like dredge the undertow to get like a sense of your surroundings.
I mean, like I've been listening to Eidolon recently, and I know that like Chris's character does it a lot, where he can see through shit. He puts his Eidolon in.
Yeah,
that's
so
fair.
like I don't know if that's an infiltrator thing or if it's a move that Iris had.
It just kind of feels like the navigator's thing to be able to send like their Eidolon out on someone else to get like information, but I don't know. It's up to Ava.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like you when this piece of Crush Card Violence like returns to you, you immediately you get the sense that or I'll say like you get some very basic information of you hear Victor saying like, all right, so where are you going? What you play with? And then you just hear Ronaldo say something like, oh, I play conventionally, like, you know, Magic the Gathering is how I build most of my deck. And then just you sort of hear this game going on for a bit, and then just like all of a sudden you hear that noise but really loud from this sort of sense that you've picked up from Crush Card Virus, which is when Bossa Nova booked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, we should probably go a little faster and probably pick up the pace.
Yeah, Ronaldo's there.
Oh wait, that's what you were hearing. Sorry, I thought you were saying...
Oh, I guess, yeah.
We can say you
was
conveyed that
saying
information to the group, yeah. Yeah. So... and then...
Yeah, once you do, I'll just say, oh, we should probably go.
Alright. As you are trying to pick up the pace...
I give Bossa Nova a good pat on the head and say, good boy.
As you are picking up the pace, you start to see what looks like... From, like, the door way on the other side of the room, you start to see, like, what look like straight lines that are bending at right angles are quickly advancing and then drawing themselves across the floor, and it is making the sound of like something being etched into stone.
I see.
We can see this happening. Like,
Yeah,
a
you
bit.
can see this. You can see this happening in the distance, and then after a second of being drawn on the floor, these lines raise up and become just maze-like walls. Just like all of a sudden, this room you're in has basically become a giant stone maze.
Fuck.
This sucks.
Can we at least hear the direction of Victor
You still have a pretty
and
good
Ronaldo?
sense of. You still have a
Are
pretty
the-
good sense of direction.
Are the walls up to the ceiling?
They are not up to the ceiling, but they are like 10 feet high or so.
Okay. Could I, mayhaps, if one has an Eidolon that can increase your strength tenfold, could I perhaps jump to the top? Maybe?
Yeah. I suppose so. You could try to roll to beat the odds plus elegant, or at least the odd. I guess maybe power if it's just like sheer jump force. I think it's probably more
Yeah,
accurate.
that sounds right.
Let's say power. And that was beat the odds, power, and then roll a d6, right?
2d6.
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 2d6. Got a 4 and a 6.
Plus power.
Plus power.
Oh.
I got 12.
Jesus Christ. All right, so yeah, you can. I will say, just like for this room, you alone can freely like leap up to the wall, grab it, and pull yourself up the rest of the way. And while you're
Perfect.
Has
like
Yusuf... I was going to ask if Yusuf has summoned their Eidolon.
That is my Eidolon.
yeah, that is the that's what I'm guessing is what it is.
Well, I thought that you had like a transformation or like a...
Oh, yeah, well, hold on, all right. Hold on, I gotta do... All right, fine, I'll do the Common Rider shit.
Yeah.
I raise my left hand up in the air, palm stretched outward. My ear belt materializes alongst my waist. I grab the winch and I start turning it, and it starts turning and faster and faster, and like sparks starts flying out of it, and I shout, "Transmission gear!" And then you guys see the armor like sheen down, like you know how like the Sailor Moon like gets her gloves and shit on. It's like that, but like all at once. And then I have my cool mode on.
Your cool mode, yeah.
And then I don't know, I yell forward ho or something else corny and do the thing.
All right, so you jump over. You can jump over. You can maneuver however you want in whatever direction in this maze with this power. I will say, while you're like up on the walls, you can see that the maze is not just like going along the floor, and it's not even necessarily going in the sense of like, it isn't just creating a complete route to move through. There are areas where what looks like maze wall is just moving through the air and is starting to push at the sides of this room you're in. And some of the walls are like creating enough force by growing towards these walls that they're starting to push through the metal at the side and advance outward.
Oh.
That's not good.
Wait a second. Natalie, you got a portal Eidolon, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna make a portal for the wall.
I'm just...
But I mean, like you seemed like into what you were doing, so I didn't really want to interrupt you.
Oh, damn it. Alright, well, okay, yeah, I'm done with my stuff. I guess, like, I don't know if, Natalie, I don't know, or Emily, I don't know if you were about to do the portal stuff next, but,
Well, first I was going to try to figure out where the source of this Eidolon is, because I feel like that's the best option to, like, get out of a situation. Which I mean, I feel like a broken record, but I was gonna dredge the undertow to see if I could figure out the source of it.
I mean, you already.
Source.
I think you already dredged the. Didn't you dredge the undertone when you were trying to figure out what the sound was? If that was a.
Yeah, so you're saying I can't.
So
That's fair. If I can again.
No, I'm gonna say you got that information when you did that. It is.
Okay.
It is emanating like if you go straight forward in the direction you're walking, it is coming from that way.
Okay, then yeah, I'm going to try and use a trap hole to just make a hole through the wall that we can just get through, and then presumably keep doing that and try to go in a straight line. That's what I'm going to attempt to do.
Okay, so give me probably beat the odds genius or beat the odds bizarre if you want to do it sort of
definitely.
Yeah.
For
Because I
me,
like the
that's
idea
better.
that the portal has a sort of like lucky weird quality to it.
Yes,
so.
I like that too. So that is a 11. Keep rolling good.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything extra to get from that. Yeah, overcome. Yeah, you basically I just say like you can freely say like if you see a wall, you can put a portal on there, and the portal goes through to the other side of the wall.
Okay.
And so you guys basically you effortlessly go through this first room. And
by the time that we get toward the center of the maze, April has a tennis racket out and is ready, like is holding it in like the same stance that you saw in the beginning of the episode, with like just like ready to attack.
So you get to like the next room, which has also been like completely mazified, and also even like when you look up, the walls and ceilings also have their own labyrinthine passages. And you can just like immediately hear like just like panicked cries for help coming from various corners of this large room that has become increasingly dense with these little pathways. And then all of a sudden, in this room, like around a corner, you just hear like what sort of sounds like. Imagine the lamp from Pixar jumping with the like is like coming your way.
Oh.
Oh shit!
All right. Do you do anything immediately about that, or do you let the sound approach?
Well, I ready
Describe
myself
it one more
for,
time,
for
because-
battle.
You just hear like what sounds like something narrow, like, and like. I'm trying to think of like what the best way to describe it. Something that feels like a tough inanimate object is like thudding across the ground in like singular, like not footsteps, like singular thud, thud, thud.
Like if a
thud.
bridge were jumping
it.
to come kill you.
As if like a single eyeball were jumping across the ground. I don't know, just a description
I
that
was
comes to
thinking-
mind.
Oh, my boy! My little guy!
All right.
Maybe.
So around this corner comes a little wooden signpost that has two diverging arrow signs.
Oh my
on it.
god. Oh my god.
And like the signs seem to be blank at first. There seems to be like some sort of like incomprehensible scrawl on them. And then in its spot, it just starts like spinning rapidly at the middle of like this fork you guys are presented with. And then all of a sudden it stops, and like incomprehensible glyphic letters appear on the sign, like pointing in these two opposite directions. And all of a sudden, over one side is a sign that says, "Your family will know the real you." And on the other side is a sign that says, "Subtitles become uncomfortably small."
Oh no. They're having us play a freaking game of Would You Rather. Oh god.
April immediately goes to the family side.
Yeah.
I immediately go to the subtitle side.
Should we stick together?
I have really bad eyesight. Without these glasses, I'm not going to be able to read subtitles.
I mean, I don't have any secrets
well-
from my family. We get along pretty well.
My family's all dead, so I'm gonna go to the family side.
I despise my family.
I just realized that there is probably a tool online that could make this part very fun for me. Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, so
Okay.
we got, so we have now a split party, which is fine. Don't worry about it. April,
It's fun.
April, and April and Emily, you don't feel any different. You feel like there's like a small weight off your chest for some reason. Yosef,
April
you feel,
and wait, Yosef is on the family side, right?
yeah, Yosef's
Yeah.
family said. Yosef, you feel no
Okay.
different because you said your family's dead. And Alice, who has gone the other way, I'm trying to think, like, you pull up your phone briefly for something, like some news article was playing that you last checked, and the captions are on, and you can just, like, you're straining to see what those were saying for whatever you were watching. And I think the sign follows the side that went more people. You hear it, like, pogoing along with you. And then as you're, like,
You dealing with this?
so it's just sort of like following you, and whenever you get to another fork, it's just generating another choice. And the next fork is like, would you rather lie without anyone ever being able to tell you're lying, or tell whenever anyone is lying to you?
Oh, tell when everyone is ever lying to me.
Say it again.
What's the first option?
That was you know what, actually, now that I'm looking at this one, I realize there's no downsides to this.
Yeah,
One sec,
didn't-
one sec. I want one that's shittier. I'm gonna regenerate this. It's like a would you rather one.
Is there like a setting where it says how shitty are the options?
Yeah, these need to be worse. These need to be like, it's like, how bad do you want your life to be? One second, I have ones that are written down. I'm going back to, screw this random generator. I'm making that thing not canon. All right. One option is, it says, always get served late at restaurants. And the other one is, you can never lock your Twitter account.
What do we have to do this? Can we just avoid this sign?
Never lock my Twitter account.
I will
Yeah.
never lock my
Easy
Twitter
choice.
You see the shadows go over April's eyes and goes straight toward the unlocked Twitter account.
I guess
I'm giving up so much. I can't. I have to have my meals on time. I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, April, you're starting to get a couple more notifications on your personal account on your phone. You can
My
see.
phone just goes off.
I'm deleting
Oh.
my Twitter and I go on the other side. I go on the side with them, obviously.
Does,
I'm just
just
gonna
checking.
delete this.
Does it make my private account public?
Yes.
Fuck.
I don't have a private account.
All right. It continues.
I have over 50 private accounts.
I'm starting to get text messages from family who already know my family who knows the truth about me is now seeing my Twitter and texting me.
All right. On the side that Alice is walking down, while everyone else is slowly getting more and more inconveniences piled on them by this sign, Alice, you're sort of just like, you're making your way through this maze. It's not like terribly complex. You're following a wall, and you're not like, you're going slower because you don't have a power that gets you through this, but you're saved some indignities. And then all of a sudden you hear the sound of like, sounds like a large vehicle or like a bus is like sort of driving up
Okay.
from a path behind you.
What's the deal with the bus?
All right, you turn around, and driving up like at a very slow like grandma pace is what looks like a tour bus, but it's
Oh,
got
fuck
like
that.
it's like painted black and it has like little horns on it, and all the lights are like super like are like a sort of like old electric yellow that like really like emphasizes the silhouettes of what's inside it, and you just see like little horns and wings and pointed tails in the window. And leaning out from the bus is this like young redheaded woman wearing like an old like a almost more of like what's the word, like a airplane stewardess, an air or something, what those people wear, you know. Flight attendant. Yeah, they're wearing like old like 50s flight attendant clothes, and they have little horns poking out of their hat. and this person just like slowly slows down and says like, and on our right you can see Alice Kravtsov, who when she was a child made her friend duel for one of their favorite cards, and she said she was going to give it back, but her friend never saw that card ever again. And all of a sudden, all the little, like, weird demon out silhouettes in the bust go, ooh, and start taking pictures with their cameras.
God.
And camera flashes are blinding you.
It's my card now.
And
They
just,
lost it.
that's what they all say, sweetie. Anyway, I'll just keep going. You just keep walking. And as you're walking through the maze, this bus is, like, slowly following you, just, like, listing off other, like, crappy things you've done in your life.
Well, that's probably a long list.
Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to think of like other things off the top of my head. I don't think you would object to if I said like, Alice screwed some of her publishers for a story deal. Most of the stuff in her biography is fake and not like anyone bought it anyway. And
Yeah, that all tracks.
and now I think we're actually getting to the point where, just because for the sake of this, we come around a corner and the two parties are sort of like almost like you're not like together yet, but the party that went with the sign hears a bus over the other side, and Alice, you start to hear the talking and bemoaning of April, Yosef, and Natalie across this stone wall that's dividing you.
April is just shuddering at all the choices that they've had to make to get this far.
Also, if you want to make up some choices you decided on, I will let you keep whatever. Yeah.
April's hair is blue now. She hates it. It goes completely
That
against her
implies that we
aesthetic.
all made the same
You all
choice,
like
though,
it's
right?
like it was like some choice that's like you like lose control of your hair color forever, and like so now Yosef has like frosted tips.
No, you can't. That's too mean. You can't. No, my character. No. All right. Yeah, canon. Frosted tips now. Fuck.
And
Well, maybe it'll just change again later.
but while you're turn down my music a little bit for me. And then from one of like the other walls near you, you start to hear what sounds like some heavy footsteps are falling across the ground, and then a big like you can see like the tips of some fingers come over like the top of this wall, and is starting to strain against it as something is trying to lift itself over this wall.
Something really big.
Assumedly, these are like 10-foot tall walls.
I want to jump to the top of the wall again.
All right. As you jump to the top, to the one that this thing is coming up, or just to
Yeah.
anyone? Okay.
To the one that it's coming up.
All of a sudden, as you go, you are face to face with this thing that's pulling itself over this wall, which is like this very strong figure that is almost like completely silhouetted out by shadow, so you can't really see a lot of details except for like very like precise scarring that is making almost like a yoke shape on its shoulders, and it looks at you and it seems to be readying to like swat you away.
Hey buddy, what's up? You all right?
It definitely doesn't say anything. And
all right, well this is weird. I want to punch its hand so it lets go.
All right,
I want to make this fucker fall.
roll to scrap.
Yeah. 2d6s, right?
Yep, 2d6 and add your power.
Power. Ooh, 6. 3, 9. That's 11.
Dang. So that is going to be. What is the one for? Oh yeah, it's just 7 plus. Yeah. So you choose one of the following. You create an opportunity for your ally. Okay. You create an opportunity for your allies. Give me +1 forward on the first person other than you to make use of it. You impress, surprise, or intimidate the target, or you take control of the situation.
Or take control. Let's say.
This is probably surprising.
I want to intimidate the target by crushing its fingers.
Okay, so you go for like this force with whatever.
Full haymaker, like boom.
When you manage to catch it off guard, but when you punch it, all that comes out of like the force of the hit is like popcorn, just like erupts from where the hit is, and the hand looks unscathed. And then
Are you seeing this?
Did I just create popcorn by hitting this creature?
And so this thing basically like pulls itself up more to, or like actually you still surprise it. So I say it chooses to like step off the wall and sets itself back down on sturdy ground. It takes like a Marvel knee pose for a second as it lands and it stands back up, and you can see like a wrestler's belt on its waist.
Oh, fuck.
And the quote on it has some words on it that just says, "They shall beat their swords into plowshares."
Oh, that's real cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Hey, guys, it's a wrestler. Oh, he's got a belt and everything. He's a champion. Uh-oh.
And he kicks this section of the wall you're on down. Or like he like kicks it and like it creates like an even break, and you are starting to teeter down as this wall is about to fall.
I want to do some I want to do some scratch shit, like running from the crack so I don't fall, to get back.
All right, so I think that's going to probably beat the odds plus elegance.
Oh boy! All right, we got a 4 and a 5.
Dang, you fuckers roll real well. No one, we're never going to move up the phantom.
Elegance.
Yeah, elegance.
8.
So 8
Wait,
total.
no.
Or,
yeah, 8 total.
All right. Okay. Something goes wrong. So you will get a choice of, you can either partially succeed of getting out of the way of this thing or getting to a safe position, or you completely succeed, but there will be another cost.
Let's say partial success.
Okay. So I'm going to say, like, you don't take harm, but you're, like, as you're trying to move out of the way, the wall is, like, falling faster than you move, and you are knocked to the ground. You're knocked to the ground, like, winded, and you're not going to be able to, like, get a good response in. Is there, like, a -1 forward sort of thing?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
So, yeah, you take -1 forward.
Okay.
Next time you roll, you just take -1,
Yeah,
whatever it
minus
is.
one, whatever it is.
Okay.
Something I want to try. As the walls are falling forward, I'm not trying to get Joseph out of this or anything, but I want to portal underneath the wall as it falls forward, and then try to position the portal that it comes out of to hit this creature.
Okay. So give me a...
I think it's
beat the odds, genius or bizarre, however you want to use your power best, I think would make sense.
I have -1 genius and 2 bizarre.
All right,
so okay, so that's 9.
Dang, yeah, you guys do real good. All right.
I'm sorry. I just
I mean, it's fine. Like, the story is fun even if you're doing well. But you still, something does still go wrong. Do you want a partial success or complete success at a cost?
Partial success sounds good.
All right. So, I think I have an idea here. When you make the portal, I have a thing going on in my brain here. I'm trying to construct this scene. I guess. Oh no, you two, Alice and the tour bus are still separated. That's right. So the portal on the ground, the wall goes through it. Actually, this is a partial success. I think this makes sense. The wall does appear above this thing, and as it's landing, unfortunately, like, it still lands on it, but it's just when it hits him, it's just a big sheet of jello.
Oh.
And it like just slurps right. He just slurps right through it as the jello falls on top of him.
Not a popcorn creature. It's like a fighting Foodon.
My portal turned things into jello now? I'm confused.
So do I have to round a corner and see this, or am I just on my own?
You hear this commotion. It is coming through one of these stone walls that's dividing you. I think even like the tour guide says like, "Ooh, sounds like your friends need help." Given we all know that Alice doesn't tend to help her friends, like this one time in college when and she goes off on something.
Fuck.
My friends wanted a study group, but I said I don't need that, so I just left them.
Made them do the group project themselves. All right, but yeah, what do you want to do here? I would say like you guys have managed to like progress halfway through this room, and like the sounds of like distress have sort of gotten louder.
This is taking way too long.
I don't have any move that can get me over a wall, so I'm just walking.
All right, you just continue to progress through the maze as you are sort of lambasted by a weird demonic tour guide who knows all the bad shit you've done.
Hey, Ava, would that wrestler giant spark any like memory, like spark any like recollection in any of us? Like, oh, I think I've seen something like that before. Like, is there like any kind of like, oh, we might have seen something like that if we could just like remember it? Or
we could say dredge the undertow to find out stuff about this. I think
yeah, that's what I was.
It is an Eidolon. Like, I'll say that much. Like, you get the sense that like this is an Eidolon.
No doubt, but I was just saying like, okay, if I'd seen anything like it, then I would have like tried. But if it's just completely alien, then I wouldn't have. But that is a 7 + 0, 7.
All right, 7. That is going to be information will be vague or incomplete. This is.
So I have an idea. Is this a card?
This is a card. You remember, this guy definitely doesn't come from a Duel Masters card, but you've seen him somewhere.
A magic card, maybe?
And
Ronaldo did mention that he likes magic cards.
But it was turning. But the phrase on the belt was.
The phrase on the belt was.
Your
turning
swords into plowshares.
They shall beat their swords into plowshares.
Other way around. I got it backwards.
Yeah.
So if we hit it, it turns into food?
What? Really? You need to put that together.
Huh.
That was a magic card. What is? Why is there? Are there other Eidolons that are just like cards turned real? I guess.
Yeah, all of ours are cards.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess I didn't think about the fact that this would probably be the first time your characters had this realization. Also, Alice, I think I sort of want to see, I want Alice, just to get like a metric of how the maze is going, I would like Alice to either give me like a beat the odds to just sort of get through the maze with like genius or elegance, maybe? Probably genius. Or investigate to try and know more about it without going through it. Just because I want to have some sort of metric to the progress you're getting.
I'll do a beat the odds. I think that makes more sense than, yeah. So that's plus genius, you think?
Yeah, beat the odds plus genius.
Okay. That is a 10.
All right.
Yeah.
You immediately see a pretty good route through this maze, and you can even see the, just a little bit away, you actually see a little sign that has been like sort of like jostled out from the wall by this maze that says like recreation room. And you also immediately get a sense that there are some clamoring and distraught noises in there from people. Not like agonizing ones, but people in there sound upset.
Alright, I take a peek in there.
Alright. Or well, it's gonna be once you get up there you'll have a better sense of that, but you could maybe, I guess if we want to, we could maybe do an investigate to see if you can get any information from your current position, but all you sort of see is like, you see this sign from above the labyrinth wall.
Alright, yeah, I'll do an investigate.
Okay.
That's another 10.
All right, so ask 3 question. What's hidden here? What happened here recently? What weaknesses can I exploit? What poses the biggest threat? Who's in control? What complications should I be wary of?
What's hidden here?
What's hidden here? You can tell there are sounds of like weeping or frustration that are scattered sort of throughout the maze, but they don't seem as important as the one coming from the recreation room.
Okay, so there's just like the one sound from the recreation room and then a bunch all over the maze?
Yeah.
Alright, what happened here recently?
Someone got an Eidolon.
That makes sense.
I feel like a few people may have gotten Eidolons.
And what weaknesses can I exploit?
You can tell this Eidolon is sort of in an aggressive sort of state. It would probably not be an issue anymore if the person, like, remembering how Birthday Pikachu was with Toby. If you think this is probably another situation like this where someone is in an emotional state that they cannot control their Eidolon.
Thank you for reminding me about Birthday Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget about Birthday Pikachu.
All right.
I think Crush Card Virus is still inside Bossa Nova, so I'm gonna get Bossa Nova inside the rec room.
All right. So yeah, Bossa Nova can just scramble over the walls with Crush Card Virus, and so I think, or while that's happening, we're gonna cut to our team who is got the signpost and the big wrestler guy. So the wrestler man is now walking into the area where the other 2 of you are after being or actually I guess all 3 of you are there because the wall knocked Yosef over. And I think he's going to do, you know what he is raising up an elbow and is about to just like fall forward into this little narrow lane you're all in to try and smush you guys. So I want you all to figure out how you're going to respond to that or get some.
I have an idea, but I just want to give April, because April hasn't really done anything yet, so I want to give her a chance.
Yeah.
April just is holding her tennis racket and like just trying to like look intimidating, but failing miserably with the like size of the like wrestler in front of us. Mm-hmm. So she just takes off her tennis gear and just like throws the whole bag into the giant.
You don't know what was in that bag before, but when it hits him, it explodes into potato chips.
Oh wait, the bag does?
Yeah. Or that's what you threw at him, right? The whole bag of it?
Yeah, whatever hits him becomes food, it seems like.
Oh.
You also see the stuff that was in there as tennis gear is also still in there too. It is
the bag itself became chips.
No, or well, it's more like the force of the hit caused potato chips to manifest within the bag and come out. In addition to the tennis gear,
okay.
Nothing was lost from what.
Yeah, it was confused.
I don't want to give quite that idea that it'll always
like,
take
if we
stuff.
touch it, we're not going to turn it to food.
Not from that. Yeah, true. You can see the tennis gear is still there, but with the force, it also became potato chips.
I was hoping to like bombard them with that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we can actually think of this as like something that could potentially do something. It'll.
Oh, that is a 10 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
And I think bombard is just downsides if I get a 7 to 9.
So it does become the force is eaten by the potato chip crispiness, but the saltiness of these chips still like temporarily blinds him as he's got just potato grease and salt on his face, and it like causes him to falter and he doesn't go for the elbow slam yet.
Then I guess I've turned to not only just like book it underneath the legs, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll just try and run underneath it.
All right, yeah. I think that opening lets you do that. I'm gonna say you're now past him and continuing down the maze, but he is now like after recovering, he is still sort of on your tail, but you're now at the point where if you keep moving away from him, you're making progress.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, and you continue moving away from him.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
run away
We're just gonna keep running if possible.
and try to get through the maze.
All right. On your
Hopefully faster than the sign can catch us, so we don't have to keep making decisions.
Yeah, I was thinking like trying to portal away from it.
yeah, the sign has fallen behind the big guy. Because you're like this thing's hopping along, but you're booking it past this guy now. It got a little behind in the kerfuffle. And I will say, it's a pretty straight shot for now, so I'm not gonna make you roll. But down one of these corridors that you see that is definitely a dead end, you see one of those people from before who's wearing like a black blazer is like sitting against the wall of this maze and just sort of like breathing and just like clenching his hands, frustrated.
Does it seem like someone we've seen?
It looks like one of the crew that was here with Ronaldo, but you wouldn't know a name.
I walk over to them.
All right.
Or run over, more like.
And he's just like saying some shit like, "Fuck yes, dude. I can't. We're so. This is. What?
Hey, bud. What's up?
How do we
Good?
How do we get out of here?
Oh, well, first, you gotta breathe and stand up. Because
Alright,
you can't get anywhere sitting down.
I want you to. He's
Roll.
taking a breath, and I want you to dazzle.
Dazzle, okay.
So roll plus glam.
4. Ooh, 8 and 8. It's 8 total.
Okay. 7 to
So that's-
9. Attempt to remove his threat or suffer. Oh wait, no, that's threatened. I'm looking the wrong way. Okay. Well, okay. They'll be
Open to persuasion.
but they'll require evidence of your claims or a promise to do something for them in return. So, and I guess he's like sort of like, if I go with you, do you know what you're doing? Do you have? What if you're just lost like me, aren't you?
I can get through the wall.
No. We're not even lost at all, because I can jump up to the top of the maze and stuff, and I can see what's going on.
I guess that's yeah. If you just like jump up a wall and say like, "See, I can see where shit is," he takes that. He takes that as word.
Baba booey, baba booey.
And he says, "We're not lost. We're not lost." And then all of a sudden, Alice, funny enough, or actually, which one? I'm thinking there's a couple ways I could do this. Yeah, I think the little signpost comes around the corner, like it's caught up with you because you stopped moving. But then as this guy like catches his breath, you just see the signpost like stops suddenly, and this guy's just like, "Dramatic crossroads, get over here!" And just the little signpost, this little signpost just hops over to him, and then
That's your guy?
and then
You
that's my Eidolon.
Remember
Dramatic
the card now.
crossroads. Yeah, and he's mine. Let's go. And he like the Eidolon fades away as it rejoins with him, and you keep moving down. This labyrinth. All right, and now we're. Oh,
April
yeah.
thinks to herself, "Oh, that's why the sign had a trans girl versus neo-Nazi directional choice."
Wait, so if we go to the trans girl, do we all become trans girls? Including Joseph?
Yeah, I'm a he/him trans girl though. Okay, no need to change pronouns.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't
those
actually
just-
ask.
I still have the frosted tips though.
I can also, that's my Eidolon. I can get rid of those choices if you want.
Please!
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
What's that? We'll get that after we get this squared away, because there's a big guy coming. All right, so Bossa Nova is scrambling over the wall and manages to get into like the door of the recreation room is like slowly turning into the same sort of stone that the wall mazes come out of, but it's ajar. So Bossa Nova manages to like get in, and in there they can see. Well, actually, I mean, what is? You wouldn't get the information immediately, but I'm thinking Bossa Nova will probably get there, and then like come back to you as you're walking through, and Bossa Nova conveys like there's a little small opening visually somehow, and also confirms that Victor Amar and a couple of those black jacket dudes are in the room by probably doing like some like Disney character miming stuff where he like moves his hair back to look like Ronaldo and puts his hands behind his back, and then he like scruffs up his hair to look like Victor and is crying. You know, that like miming stuff to convey information like a little Disney rat.
Very adorable. Another head pat for Bossa Nova.
All right.
And then I head to that room.
All right, and you're outside the door, and we'll say, okay, other crew, saving this guy got rid of Dramatic Crossroads, but the big wrestler guy has started to has caught up to you again, and I'm trying to think who would be coming up the back. I think. Oh, you know what? Natalie is sort of lagging behind a little bit, and he's just like going to like try to like grab you.
I'm covered in a ton of shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to grab me. Okay, I am going to attempt to put a portal underneath this thing, and then make it go like it's gonna like go to the ceiling and make this thing land on the ground further away from us.
All right.
But also, hopefully, the fall will hurt it.
Yeah, give me a bombard plus.
Bombard
biz,
sounds good.
Or like bombard. I guess it's elegant always.
It's elegant. It's okay if it have a 0 in it. That's fine.
Because it's sort of like you're throwing out the.
Okay, so I got a 6. But first bad roll, guys.
All right. Do you wanna take the failure, or do you want to try to push yourself?
Fuck it, I'll push myself. Sure.
Or is that only for?
No.
Yeah.
You can push yourself on any roll.
Yeah.
So I'm re-rolling the 2 because it was a 2 and a 4.
And we invite.
This is a 6 and a 4 now, so it's 10.
All right.
Hell yeah! Your theme starts playing.
All right. So this thing, like the hand's reaching out to you, and it's almost got you, and then the hand starts to like go down, and you can like briefly see this big wrestler's like eyes widen through the shadow that casts over him. And he just like disappears into the floor, and then just somewhere else in the room you just hear like what sounds like someone landing in like a whole bunch of like pumpkins or something, like some gold, like a whole
Very
bunch of like
distinctive sound.
a whole
I
bunch
love
of
it.
a whole bunch of juicy fruits just got smashed under something.
I
really
know that
heavy.
sound anywhere. I know exactly what that
It's a
is.
big splorch.
And there is just like watermelon and pumpkin guts all over the room.
It looks like a murder scene, but it's just fruit juice.
Yeah. All right, and now the whole party has convened in front of the recreational room door.
We look like a mess.
All right, the door.
Figure
Is,
yourself.
yeah, the
How
door
do
is slowly
I-
turning to stone, but with a small gap, and you can clearly gleam from like this crack that Victor Amar is in there, wrestling with his newly awakened Eidolon.
Yosef, you think you can get the door?
So it's
Oh,
just, it's just
absolutely.
Victor in there.
From this crack, you see that, but
Ronaldo guy's in there too, right?
yeah, Bossa Nova gave information to Alice that there were other dudes in there.
Okay.
All right,
Well, I mean, like, I
so-
think Natalie would say what you're gonna say. Sorry.
No, Natalie's gonna do what?
She'd want to get in, try to help Victor.
Yeah. So
She doesn't like conflict, but she likes to help people.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I want to bust the door down.
Oh, that'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, like so I'm gonna like but I'm gonna do like it really cool. I'm gonna like spin my belt some more, get the sparks flying real good. I do like the transform pose again, and then I punch real hard.
All right, roll to
And-
scrap.
That's a
break
break.
Oh yeah, I love scrapping.
Or do you have a?
Alright, we got
Yeah,
a
breakthrough.
3.
Is there? There's a specific move for this, ain't there?
Oh,
You have
breakthrough.
breakthrough, yeah. Force your way through.
Okay.
Roll plus power.
It's the same stat
It's
though.
very similar, but yeah.
Okay. 3, 7,
right.
9.
Oh, dang, 9. Okay. So, choose 3. You do it quickly, you do it quietly, there's no collateral damage, or nobody gets hurt.
On a 7 to 9, choose 1.
Or didn't, they said 10, didn't they?
No, I said 9. It's 9 total.
Oh, you said 9? Okay, for some reason they said 10. Alright, so choose 1, you do it quickly, you do it quietly, there's no collateral damage, or nobody gets hurt.
Nobody gets hurt.
Alright, so, but there is some collateral damage. You definitely don't... Doing it quietly is definitely not something to really worry about too much.
You think it takes a few hits?
It takes a few hits, and also now the tour bus is sort of making fun of you for not being able to break it down. It says like Yosef has to rely.
Shut up! I like to see a bus break through this.
Yosef is taking a couple hits with their Eidolon because that's the only way they could ever physically break through someone else's barriers or someone else's boundaries, and so it takes a couple hits of that while you get lambasted. And when you get in, you realize that some of the hits you went, there was a playing table in the middle of the room, and you don't know whose it is, but a couple cards got smashed under some rubble. So someone is going to be playing at disadvantage for a bit.
That's good. That sounds lucky to me. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Oh.
All right.
You disrespect a duelist's honor like that?
Okay, now
Yeah.
you're in the.
You're so good, Cass.
You hear a voice. You hear a voice come from out of the corner, where it's like. It's a familiar voice. You realize it's Ronaldo very quickly. Like, oh please, get him out of this situation. I don't know how to talk to guys like this. And also, while this is like happening, as you're as you're being closer to Victor, you just hear like the entire ship is like straining under some sort of force.
Imagine it's the maze growing in it.
I'm gonna say like, Victor, I didn't know the second best player in the world would be this weak as to succumb to this.
All right, I want you to roll Dazzle.
All right. That's a 5.
Nice!
All right, do you wanna push yourself, or do you want to take the failure?
I'll take the failure. I don't think I'd be very good. I think I'd just be sort of insulting him, which probably wouldn't work.
All right,
Works for some people. but, yeah.
Mark experience though. All right, so, and he's just like, I didn't want. It's just, I can't even hear anything. It's like everything is just getting locked away. Everything's becoming so complicated. And even just like, you can start to see like, even like the table is starting to raise up into little like twisting right corridors.
I want to try and get to Victor and try to shake like some sense into him.
All right. So I guess, what would it be?
And it's like, and she would be like, Victor, you've got to get a hold of yourself. You can control this.
I guess that would still be a dazzle.
Yeah.
I guess maybe what we can do is we can do a dazzle. Does anyone want to help? Because clearly I think this is what everyone's going to try.
April didn't actually talk to him before. I don't know if April was.
I was gonna
is
scrap.
not like April isn't like heartless or like insensitive to the guy. She just doesn't know him.
Also, I will say this was because we tried to do this already. It's going to be -1 forward for your attempt to dazzle him because he is sort of cascading.
That just kind of gets rid of my +1, which sucks.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's still a 9. Does anyone do want to assist me? It's 6 and 3. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
they'll
already
have to.
failed, so I don't think I get to assist.
Yeah, I don't think anyone who's already tried their hand at it.
I'll assist. So do I.
So
Would you? Okay, but I will say you just told me you were thinking of scrapping with him, so I don't know if you would say you would assist. I want you to try and.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Because I'm willing to take this like they will be open to persuasion, but they will require evidence of your claims or promise to do something for them in return. I wonder if.
I do have evidence of that.
Okay.
The fact that I have an Eidolon that I can control.
Yeah, go for that.
We have them too, but we're controlling it. You can do it too, Victor. You're strong. You're number 2 player in the world.
So you show them the Eidolon. I'm trying to think if that would be okay. All right, yeah. So they're recovering from the panic. But they're still like they're sort of like trying to focus, and they're like, you hear the straining sort of slow down, but there's like an alarm starting, and you hear like a notice say like, passengers, please eject surplus weight. Whatever this, like, the ship is now like is too heavy from the maze inside of it.
April is going to walk over to where Ronaldo is with her. She's going to like be squaring up with this guy with her tennis racket behind her head. Like she's holding it like a sword resting on her shoulders, and she's going to say, "You'd better stop what's happening to this guy, or I'm going to beat your face in."
Roll a threaten.
That is a 9 + 1.
What'd you get?
9 + 1.
Oh, so you got 10. Okay. Yeah, yields your. Yeah, they say, okay. I got. And he like, the black flower on his lapel, like some like little bits of like red energy come out of it, and he starts to like sort of just like put them back and forth between his hands, like, I think this is gonna work. This will work. And all of a sudden, you just start to hear like just like almost like a finger tapping slowly across the ground, and you just all of a sudden, like, block by block, pieces of the labyrinth start to disappear. Sort of slowly though, and Ronaldo is definitely like focusing on it, and like this sort of like alarm light hasn't gone off yet, and Ronaldo's like, this is gonna take. It's not as fast as I would like it to be.
April's gonna focus on him and just be ready to smack him with her tennis racket if he ever does anything weird.
I will say he is on your side for this. You get that sense. He is literally like trying his hardest. You get. The
I
sense
feel like
that
he wouldn't want this ship to sink any more than we do.
He sympathizes enough that he's not brought up any objections. But is there anything else anyone else can do to try to think they can get rid of some weight? And meanwhile, Victor is like trying to like he's thinking, he's like trying to like say like, you come on, we can work together, but like all he's sort of doing is like, you see like outside the rec room, the only thing that's happening is like the labyrinth, like this labyrinth is like suddenly like shuddering and rearranging itself a little bit every time he tries to focus.
Natalie, you could create a portal to the ocean and start teleporting away some of this maze.
Sure, I'll try that. It kind of seems like it's all part of one big piece, though. I don't know if I could fit the whole thing in.
It feels like it would invite water into the ship.
Are the portals two-way? I guess.
Yeah, they kind of are.
You could maybe like, if you need more information, maybe like an investigator, like dredge the undertow or something.
I was thinking about dredging the undertow to try and assist Victor in calming down. Would that make sense?
Well, he seems calm, but he's like, his
Maybe
Eidolon has done something he
focus?
doesn't quite know how to undo. But yeah, we can think of ways to try and like help him.
Maybe dredge to like understand how the Eidolon is affecting him, and like try to walk him through that, like the process of like dealing with it.
If you try anything, I'll work with it. Because like,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
kinda what I'll try
we are on
and
the
do,
page
and-
to like, I will say this right now, just so like you don't have to worry too much. We're on the path to like a partial success of something. Like the alarm is gonna be on for a bit. People might be worried there might be like fallout from this, but you will not sync with this thing that's going on anymore because the magic will slowly get rid of it, but it will be at a cost if you cannot find another way to help speed up the process.
I want to like try and coach him in how to control an Eidolon.
Okay. I'm trying to think because you can't.
I feel like a beat the odds plus glam.
I guess beat the odds plus glam. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Just be like, this thing is a part of you. You just gotta calm your emotions and try to make one with it. It's reacting to your fear.
I want to give you an idea by saying something he says. It's like he's just like, okay, go to your happy place. Go to your happy place. Go to your happy place.
Okay, so I got 3 + 4 is 7, and plus 1 is 8.
Okay. So let me think of that. It's gonna be something goes wrong. What will go wrong? Okay.
Partial success or complete success at a cost. Do I get to choose that?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, tell me if you want a partial success or you want to complete.
I like complete success at a cost. That sounds interesting to me.
All right. Let me think of what this cost would be. All right. You know what? This is what it is. All of a sudden, you just hear like this quiet rumbling, and just the labyrinth disappears, and Victor's like, "Thank you so much, guys. I gotta be alone with Ronaldo for a little bit, I think." And he asks you all to step out of the recreation room.
Are you sure? Isn't he the one who did this to you?
Yeah, he did. But let's see. You tried. You did your best. I appreciate it.
Okay, but if you need anything, just come see us, okay? And I tell him like our room number and kind of like, come on guys, let's get out of here.
All right.
Victor, you're the number 2 player. Don't let this power control you, and don't trust Ronaldo.
April's gonna walk away, but she's going to be looking at Ronaldo the whole time, pointing her tennis racket at him, and just be like, just the look of, I'm watching you, you better not hurt him.
Gotcha. All right. And also, I just realized the soundtrack has changed to a different song at some point.
Oh.
But
I almost want to like dramatically like use my Eidolon to like leave, like make all of us leave. Like,
yeah, you can do that. I'll say that. That's just for flair. You can totally.
Maybe
do
we can just like transport back to our room.
Teleport to your room. All right. Yeah. You're teleporting. You teleport back to your room. Someone from the crew of the ship is like going around saying like, we're very sorry about the disturbance earlier. It's been taken care of. Sorry if the amount of luggage on ship should not be a problem. We will compensate for anything that might have been damaged during the incident. Also free crab legs at the buffet tonight. And then
as they walk by, I go, "Hey, can you get me a new gym bag?"
Yes, most certainly. It is they later like when you order room service or they drop by ice or something, they give you a gym bag, and it is not the brand you use though.
I'm gonna lose a sponsorship.
I was gonna say, is that gonna be a
bag.
sponsor?
No. She's going to like find some duct tape to like put over the name.
What if you have stickers? Do you have stickers?
I'm gonna put some mirror stickers over. That sounds cool.
All right, and after a little while, you also you hear a very like knock at the door.
Okay, I
I'll
want
open
to
it.
see who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who is it?
You open the door, and it's Ronaldo, who is very casually leaning against the door frame.
Hey, cutie.
It's,
I'm staring daggers at him.
I would like to say thank you. You took control of the situation, and you saved a lot of lives. And
Your life.
I'm sorry things had to... Yes, my life too. I'm sorry things had to be so rough with Victor, but I hope you understand that he will be receiving the necessary guidance to control his Eidolon going forward.
And you're going to be the one giving that guidance?
There's...
Uh-huh.
It takes a village. I'm
Yeah,
not-
well,
More like it takes a villain. Oh,
Nice.
Oh, fuck him up.
April high fives, Alice.
Well,
I also high-five Alice.
I won't stand here and be insulted, but I'd like you all to understand that I think we've reached some sort of understanding. If you need some sort of help, don't be afraid to come talk to me. After all, you might have just, you kept the ship afloat, figuratively and literally.
All right.
I don't know what kind of understanding that we've reached. We don't know what you want or why you're doing this, and I don't think we trust you.
Natalie
Please
has
Hold on, Alice.
Natalie
We got an
has a-
understanding here.
out of character outburst. She's like, I understand that you're a big jerk.
Well,
I throw a pillow at him.
he's like, ow, that's rude. Well, you had your chance. Don't go messing up the opportunity for anyone else now. And he walks away. All right, and I think you all tuck
As
in. Oh.
when the door closes, a tennis ball hits it.
Cool.
It's all throw shit at him. every time Ronaldo enters the room, just throw shit at him until he leaves.
All right. And that's basically it for Eidolon Shuffle tonight. Does anyone want to
Nice.
leave with any comments? You're all chilling in the hotel room. Is there any little quips or bits of information you want to
I know
get in?
that Natalie is going to follow and try to monitor Victor's social media and maybe send him a DM being like, hey, it's Natalie, just like, if you need any help, please, I don't think that Ronaldo guy is legit.
April's doing damage control on her social media, like
Oh, yeah,
in the bed next to her.
You guys are gonna have to. The guy still owes you. If you go find him, he will reverse the sign.
Well, let's say we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Let's just say that we've done that like before Ronaldo came by because there was a bit of time there.
Yeah, there was a bit
Because-
of time there.
Yeah, I like the
Natalie
ending
no
shot.
longer has cotton candy hair.
Yeah,
Actually, no. Maybe it's
No,
like
look-
maybe it's the sort of thing of like as he's walking away, he's also like, oh, and I'll send Britton by your way, and he'll get you all fixed up with your BuzzFeed quiz bullshit.
This asshole.
Yosef is just, so that's what gender dysphoria feels like.
Yeah. Apparently, we turned into trans girls.
Apparently, somehow. Oh.
I mean,
Or some of us made men that have been.
astronaut meme already was, or like always was one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know the quote. Yeah.
Also, when you go to the, if you ever go get dinner, there's just like a plate that's like free watermelon, and it's like sort of messed up watermelon, and the kitchen's like, where'd you guys get that again? It's like there was left over in the conference room. I don't know. It seemed fresh.
I will eat a lot of crab legs. Sounds good.
Yeah, they gave out free crab legs for the issue.
Legs.
Also blue tortilla chips.
Crap.
What's Alice doing?
I guess she's just eating food.
Yeah. Because now it's just now you guys you get to enjoy the rest of the cruise as we make our way on to Shuffle Island. Credits.
Shuffle Island.
In a few more hours, the sun will rise.
There's some kids out on like the balcony, and they're like, "Oh, you got Exodia?" And it's like, "Yeah, you want? Yeah, can I see that?" He's like, yeah, sure. He gives him Zodiac. He's like, can I get that back now? And he's like, get what back? And then they walk off the balcony. Anyway, yeah. Thanks so much. Everyone, take a bow.
It was
It was a lot of fun.
yeah. This was good. Yeah.
Does anyone?
I like fighting big wrestlers, big Eidolon wrestlers.
I'll tell you all. I guess.
What was the card?
The card was Swords to Plowshares.
Is that an actual card?
Yeah, Swords to Plowshares is the Magic the Gathering
I
card.
get the idea now. Any attack against it turns into food.
I want to
I
know about
thought
the
that
tour
that was-
bus.
Fuck. Wow.
Okay.
And the tour bus, the tour bus is such a great. The tour bus is tour guide from the underworld.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I'm
I
so
thought
happy.
that the Plowshare line was going to be flavor text on a Magic card.
No, it's
Yeah,
like from
that's what I was
something. It's like a real
Yeah.
thing. What's it from again? It's sort of just not sure. I think it's from. It's from the Bible. It's from the Bible. It's from the Bible.
Could I contribute something to the Demon Tour Bus card?
Yeah, sure.
Just as flavor. So you know how we heard like it ominously came up behind Alice, right?
Mhm.
The second you said that, I instantly pictured the start of the Vengabus song. And could that be like the intro music for the card? Because just like it's so perfect.
Yeah.
It's so okay, cool.
That could be yeah, sure, whatever you want.
Yeah, in the
It's
HBO
deeply
adaptation,
important.
we're going to license Vengabus.
Oh my god, we would be in such deep legal shit if we tried to do a TV show of Eidolon Shuffle.
Yeah. Everything would have to be like the off-brand version of what it is.
Like fuck, I'm trying to think like
Shadow Magician. Azure Eyes, Pale Dragon.
Oh no,
No,
even
they had
better.
the-
Everything is exactly right, except that all the subtitles have the like the stand name like mess ups or like legalized things that
yeah, it's like
from
this
JoJo.
is my Eidolon trap pit.
Or we just make it a pirate show, do whatever we want, and then we just the cops for the rest of our lives.
But yeah, does anyone got stuff they want to plug? Obviously, I want to be up front and just plug Eidolon Playtest, which is the podcast
Hell yes.
where the people who make this game play it, which you can find on wherever you get your podcasts, and you can follow them at Twitter at Eidolon Playtest, and they have a Patreon, which is also Eidolon Playtest, if I recall. I should check that real quick, just because because Eidolon is a great game. It's made by friends of ours, people we are friends with, people who are on our stream sometime or on that podcast. It is patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest. If you give, I can't remember how their tiers work, but obviously if you go there, give them money, you'll get access to the game. That's what we did, and also other cool goodies and podcast stuff. And you can follow me on Twitter at Avagardra, Avagardra. And you can support streams like this and games that I make at patreon.com/AvaMiranda. Also, if you go to my Twitter page, there's going to be commission info there. So I would love if you check that out, because that's how I make most of my money, honestly. And I'm out of commissions right now. So, yeah.
I got a commission from Ava just like a couple days ago, and it looked pretty fucking slick. It's my current Twitter PFP.
Yeah.
I mean,
She did a
I'm
good
looking at it
job.
right now on the Discord, on the stream.
That's well, no, that's a different one, but
I
yes.
thought that was the same one.
No.
It's the same
to be
character,
there.
but it's a different drawing.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean character? I'm me. This is what I look like.
It's the same person. But yeah, obvious. Also, when I say I don't have any commissions right now, that's also a big part of that is because I get commissions done really quick. I got hyperphantasia. I use my brain as a drawing reference, so I get drawings done really quickly. And
It took like less than a day. It was great.
it took more than a day, but mostly just because I had to do some revisions.
I've been working on the same commission for like a month or two.
sorry to. Yeah, obviously, yeah, definitely. If you like these streams, there's donation information at the bottom. You can follow, subscribe, cheer, hype train, sound alerts, whatever. It's always
You can make Ava pet a cat.
I can't. Yeah, if you just keep. That's not even for money. If you keep watching this channel, you can get enough channel points that I will turn on the camera on my phone, go find a cat in my room and in my house and pet one. And also, I'm gonna be ready just in case someone does that. Actually, does anyone else have anything they want to plug?
Yeah, I want to plug me. Follow me on Twitch. It's the same name. It's Miglig, MYGGLY. I'm streaming Planet Zoo basically every day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a time. You're just going to have to catch me, so please follow me. Please, I need the numbers because they make me happy.
Cool. All right. June, you got anything you want to plug?
Just my Twitter, at JuneberryCake.
All right. Emily or Cassie?
Yeah. Well, I'm on Twitter at This Is Emeralds. Also, I have a Patreon, which is This Is Emeralds.patreon. Is that? God, how does it work again? Patreon links? I don't remember.
Patreon.com/the user.
This is Emerald. There you go. I brain melted there for a second. And also, we mentioned podcasts. I do a podcast called Teenagers of Attitude, where we watch Power Rangers and talk shit and make fun jokes.
That's a good podcast. And also, actually, if you listen to this week's episode, I'm not on it as a guest, but if you listen to the ad break, there might be something there that's familiar to you, so you should go check that out.
Ooh.
All right, and Cassie, do you have anything?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
Go to Twitter at Definitely Exists, and she draws funny guys.
That's true.
All
Yeah,
the time.
Cassie has really good art. I like Cassie's art.
I will plug for her. She
Well,
doesn't.
thank you.
All right, I'm going to hit the credits. Obviously, tell your friends about the stream. I'm going to immediately save this VOD as a highlight and get it on YouTube for anyone who didn't get to finish it. You can send that link to your friends and stuff, because I think what we've been doing here is a ton of fun and really cool.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm going sort of slow because I thought maybe someone was going to do the cat pet donation, so I got that stuff set up and I'm buying for time in case they wanted to.
I was honestly tempted.
Because I can get that going if people want. If people got the channel points though. I'm not handing out free cat pets. But unless that, yep, there we go. I knew someone had it. Someone had the cat pet. All right, let me transition here.
I'm still holding on to mine.
I will say, just because we're at the end of the night and I don't know what's going on out in the living room, Gorgo is here, so she will be our pet cat.
It's
tonight.
Gorgon time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Here you go. Gorky. Oh, my blue. Oh, I love Gorgon's.
Gone.
Yo, okay. Can we talk about Gorgon's little mouth
Eddie.
spot? Can we talk about the spot on the roof of Gorgon's mouth? It's cute. And I'm tired of being the only one that says that.
Alrighty. Let's get back to the credit screen. Putting on my headphones.
Bye.
Alright. Good night, everyone. Have a great
Good
night.
night. Thank you. Bye.
And thank you so
See y'all
much for
later.
watching.